The highly anticipated second half of season 2 of Tyler Perry's Zatima is returning to BET Plus this weekend. And as you'll consist, you love to talk TV with Erica Vane right here on Erica Vane TV. It's my job to look at these first look photos and break them down and talk about them with you. So that's what we're going to do in this video. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn your bell notifications because you don't want to miss out on any of my Zatima content and conversations. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Before we jump into this video, I have to let you know that this video was created during the 2023 WGA and SAG AFTRA strikes. Without the labor of the writers and actors currently on strike, the series being covered here wouldn't exist. Through the duration of these strikes, my company and I stand in solidarity with both unions and are refusing paid opportunities presented by struck companies such as the 8 major Hollywood studios. Content created on Erica Vane platforms are independent of any struck company and not created in promotion of said company. Articles, videos, and audio posts are created in critique of the media in support of the artists who created it. It is important that you, the audience, know that these strikes are a result of corporate greed. The writers and actors have been victimized by major studios for quite some time, and the time is now to demand fair pay and working conditions, standardized practices across streaming business models, and other terms that will ensure the pipeline for new aspiring creatives remains open and viable for years to come. At this time, neither union is calling for a boycott of any television or film content. If you would like to support either or both unions, consider donating to strike funds, walking local picket lines, and using your social media platform to amplify messages delivered daily by union members and leaders. Links to official websites and more information can be found in the description box down below. Videos explaining both strikes and continual strike news can be found on Erica Vane TV. Now let's get into it. Now, I wanted y'all to keep in mind that I did do episode 11 through 20 synopsis breakdowns because I do have the synopsis on ericavane.com as well as that video where I literally go through, read them, and tell you what I think is going to happen. I am going to be utilizing the synopsis as well and analyzing some of these photos and the storylines that they are actually alluding to, because these photos are first looks not only for episodes 11 or 12, but a couple of images from various episodes throughout the rest of the season. Now, this is in no particular order, but the first photo that we're looking at is a picture of Belinda, Angela, and Nate looking like they're outside of Tony's dad's barbershop. And this is, I guess, how the whole setup between Belinda and Nathan potentially dating is going to play out. And I'm saying potentially dating because y'all know Belinda's ass is a little bit fast in the pants, but in episode number 17 titled Energy Shift, part of the synopsis read Belinda confronts Nathan about being too open and honest. So they might not be dating. I feel like both of them are driven by a lot of sexual urges. So at some point, if they're interacting, then they're gonna be fucking. But this is potentially a visual of her confronting him about being too open and too honest. And I didn't even know that they knew each other. So again, I'm leaning towards this gonna be a storyline in reference to that. I don't really give a damn, honestly, because I don't like Belinda and I don't like Nathan's ass, and they're basically in a race to the bottom in the pits of hell. Angela, I tolerate this. Pink is working for her. Pink is my favorite color, y'all. Nzinga, girl, you slay constantly. I don't know what is this lunch in your hand, honey? What are we carrying this little brown bag for? Hand it over to Belinda. Belinda's the damn help. You look too damn cute to be carrying your own lunch, even if this is your lunch. Hand a little brown bag over to Belinda, and then you continue your little slay. While we at the barbershop, did y'all just like walk down it? Oh, maybe that's the case. Maybe y'all just walking down the street past the barbershop. Okay, I think I see what's going on here. All right. Let me get into activation mode. Okay, the girls were at lunch, and maybe these are leftovers, or maybe Angela got Fatima something from the restaurant while they were there, because you know these two are going to be sitting and kikiing about Fatima, because Belinda ain't got else to do but to talk about Fatima, right? They walk past, and then Nathan is in the barbershop. Maybe he sees them, he runs out, he tries to holler at Belinda, and maybe he tells him like, I'm married but I'm unhappy, I got kids, I do what I'm supposed to do for my kids even though he don't, but I like you, whatever. He spit game that way, and maybe that's what she's talking about. He's too open and too honest of like being forthcoming of his whole entire circumstance. Either way, y'all both trash, so like y'all can go ahead and be trash together. I'm Erica Vane and I approve this message. On to the next one. Don't mind me, y'all, I'll be cutting up. This is a photo of Bryce and Angela. It's not clear where they're at. Maybe they're at Bryce's house. But if y'all are at Bryce's house, Angela, why the hell are you there? Because you don't want a bisexual man. Like, you can't do it. You can't do it. You can't do it. So why are you there? He's not your man, your man, your man. And honestly, I think that this is just Bryce trying to patch things up with ZAC. We get to see that in the episode 11 Out of Love synopsis. That's actually a line in it. Bryce is not trying to lose the partnership with ZAC or the new business that they started, and apparently they're going to be having money troubles towards the end of this season, and it could either be ZAC, could be him trying to patch things up with ZAC over the phone, or even getting a call and the setup to that whole thing, because the whole money thing is coming. And that actually, the next photo is Bryce in ZAC's office within their entire office. ZAC, where your suit at now? You see how he got this little, you know what, y'all, I'm gonna take a second because I like to do this. You have a calendar with no damn meetings or dates on it. You got this laptop because you come to work to play solitaire, because you have a business that you basically lucked up on, because you have a business partner who knows exactly what the hell he doing, and you get to and giggle all goddamn day and come to work with this damn chain around your neck and this black t-shirt, because now all of a sudden you don't know what suits are. Zachary Taylor beefing for real. But anyway, in this photo, Bryce is in there, and I think that he's like maybe coming to talk to ZAC about the business and about the money and them losing it. But because ZAC sits in his office and plays solitaire all day or kikis with his homeboys, both Nathan and Tony are there, and they probably saying some inappropriate they probably saying some shit that they need to mind their business about. And also, y'all, I feel like the tone of this is like they're trying to confront Bryce about coming on to ZAC because ZAC told him. Look at ZAC's face. Like, it's giving ZAC told him, Nathan is saying something out the way, because Nathan only knows how to say things that's out the damn way. And Bryce came in here to be about business, and they on some personal bullshit. And it's like, ZAC, grow the hell up. Because if you wanted to dissolve the business, then you just should have went ahead and dissolved the damn business the moment you felt this uncomfortable. If you cannot move on and not get your little cackling hen ass homeboys in here to berate Bryce and get on his goddamn nerves, if you can't do that, then take your ass home and leave Bryce the hell alone. And I'm not even on Bryce's side, y'all. That's the crazy thing. The fact that ZAC got me on Bryce's side right now is really pissing me off. But this whole photo, it says a lot. Bryce is in here with a photo in his hand about business. ZAC is in here poorly dressed for his supposed business, because he's supposedly a damn businessman, kicking with his goddamn homeboys, and then allowing his homeboys to run up on Bryce, even though they're all supposed to be friends. But yeah. Anyway, Bryce is going to try to save that damn business, and I'm like, let the shit go, because ZAC don't know what the hell he doing, and he needs you more than you need him. So let the shit go, if you ask me, Bryce. Then we get a photo, a close up, a little Miss Connie sitting in a car. Mama, you got a car? I thought you was cracked out and like ain't have a pot to piss in on a window to throw it out of. Maybe Nathan was wrong about you, because this is giving serious. This is giving, I hoe on the weekends, but I'm still about my business, and I care very deeply. Like, looking into her eyes, I'm like, okay, sis is on a mission. Who are you watching? What is going on? Is this still a mission to acquire Zachary? We already done been up to your apartment with him. We don't know if they slept together or not. I got a video about that, y'all, if y'all want to explore that before the series comes back. But this photo really intrigued me. I'm just like, what the hell is going on? And it also intrigued me in the bigger grand scheme of things in reference to other photos, which we'll talk about when we get to it. But like, to see her particular placement in some of the photos and some of the things that they're teasing, I'm like, okay, we're probably about to see a shift in Connie's character. She's not just this little random trollop that keep pressing up on ZAC that y'all don't seem to have no damn problem with, but y'all want to be coming for Karen over on sisters. But okay. She might have a little bit more to her, and this is what this photo was given to me. Now, Deja and Fatima in this photo. Deja, what the hell are you showing this girl? Deja, mind your business. You got a nice, safe place to stay. clean and everything. Zach don't want your cookie. Fatima is trying not to kill your ass. Like, please. But honestly, y'all, from the trailer, because I did do the trailer breakdown, as well as the photos, it's seeming like Fatima and Deja have found common ground and then, like, dare I say it, friends. Deja looks like she's giving Fatima some deep intel, and it's like, Fatima, you don't need any of this information. If you decided you and Zach were gonna break up in episode 10 and you going on with Paul, because y'all, she gonna be dating Paul. I'm so excited about that. Let the shit go. It don't matter what the hell Zach doing, especially if Deja's spying on him, because Deja is like, in this moment, now she's on your side. Once you back in that damn house, she gonna be back on Zach's side and trying to get on Zach's, you know what. Like, this is so messy. Tyler Perry is so damn messy. I felt like, I'm always big on like women getting together and being friends, but I don't know if Deja and Fatima would ever work. Deja's too slippery, slimy. Now, while we also talking about friends, Fatima is at Angela's house talking to her, probably about Zach, probably about how she missed Zach, probably about how she wants Zach back. Even though Zach is tripping, Fatima, he just is tripping, girl. This is not your fault. Why do we do this to ourselves, ladies? Why do we sulk and like worry and be all depressed and in emotional disarray behind men who knew what the hell they were doing when they did the shit? Okay, point blank period. And Angela's not the worst friend. She just is not a girl who has a good perspective and handle on her own life. So it makes it very hard for her to be of help in Fatima's life. But for all intents and purposes, aside from when she's interacting with Belinda's ass, I'm okay with it. So cool. We get in a conversation. We're gonna probably have hella conversations because Fatima's gonna start dating Paul, and y'all know Angela's here for that. Now, Fatima's in the same dress in this next photo at her parents' house, and Zach seems to be there. Not seems to be, he is there. He's looking all stern. Fatima's looking all smiley. Her mama looking like, girl, I ain't playing this. And her dad is like, oh, this is awkward. So we're gonna try to do this again. After Zach came in there, acted a monkey ass fool, told them people how he would rob them, and walked out, you brought him back to the house? Is this his get back? Is this his way back into your life and into y'all's relationship? Is that he got to make amends with your parents? Because that's what it's giving. Moving on to the next one. It's like, I don't know if this actually goes well, because we got a scene outside of the parents' house with Zach holding the Tupperware, and he looked like he's sorry, and Fatima looked like she's uninterested, and like, sir, it's not enough, you ain't gonna be able to make it enough, and she's in the same dress. So it's given that this dinner didn't go that damn well either. And maybe Fatima finally gets the information that her parents are holding back from her about Zach that they know, but at least everything will come out and be all up on, like, be on the table out in Front Street, so she can make a very educated decision, knowing whatever the hell it is that they think that she needs to know that will greatly impact how she interacts and loves Zach moving forward. Next photo is Fatima looking at the hospital. Zach has the same thing on, so it's probably the next day. I think that he's going to get the call that night about his mom, and Fatima's in the suit, so she was probably going to work, and she comes there to like support him. Yeah, something happens with his mama, a medical emergency, a scare, and he has to go to the hospital, and it could be very, very dire. That's why Zach looks so concerned, and Fatima's here to support, even though they are not together. In this photo, they are still not together yet. And we know this because we get in the synopsis for episode number 17, Energy Shift, it says Zach gets some devastating news as Fatima debates getting back with him. And I think that might also be what we saw in reference to the photo with her talking to Angela. That could be the debate of her getting back with Zach. Now we are giving Crystal Renee Hayslett a chance to sing on the show, y'all, because the next photo is her on stage singing. We got to see this in the trailer as well, and this moment is just, I really cannot wait for this moment in the entire 10 episodes, because I think that she's on a date with Paul. I think that Zach finds out and he shows up. I think that she is singing and crying her eyes out in this song by way of like or expressing how she feels, which I love that for us. You know, we love to have a song that just fits the emotions and the circumstances that we in, and we like to belt it out whether we can sing or not. Ladies, y'all know y'all feel me. And I think that this is going to just make for such an authentic and really, really dope moment. I'm just excited to see it, and I'm glad that Crystal's getting to express this part of her talents in this series as well. Tyler Perry is really putting on for her, so shout out to him for that. Now, as I mentioned, the photo with ZAC and Fatima at the hospital where she's holding his chin and, you know, looking like she's reassuring him. She's in the same suit as she's in this photo where it looks like she's going through a bunch of law books and she's studying. Y'all, maybe she's getting her ass back in class. She done broke up with ZAC and now she's taking her ass back to class and she's refocusing, and I'm like, by golly, Miss Molly, that's all we asked for. That's all we asked for. Honestly, you can take your ass back to your condo, and even with you and ZAC getting back together, y'all don't actually need to live together. Y'all need to be building y'all's separate lives, but like alongside each other, because y'all really kind of skipped that whole phase of the whole relationship, and y'all literally jumped to marriage after just knowing each other, and it's annoying AF. This photo is probably one of my favorite photos of this first look set, not only of the color and the composition. I love her getting back to something that's important to her that's outside of ZAC, even though it looks like she's taking a call about Zachary because she's very concerned. I love the colors of this photo. Like, I love everything about it. It just looks so dope, and this is something that's getting me excited to see what's going to happen next. Now, in the next photo, we're back at the club, and this was a double date, so it looks like I said, the singing, maybe they go to a karaoke place, which I've been to one here in LA, and it was so dope. Like, I didn't even know that was the vibe of some of these karaoke places, but they are fire. Anyway, Fatima's on a date with Paul. Angela's on a date with whoever the hell this is. Sir, we don't know you. But they look like they're having a good time, and she's going to be singing here. I love this photo. I love the energy of this photo. I love the optics of Fatima and Paul, and not necessarily because I want her to be with Paul forever, but I just want Fatima to have things for herself. Like, I want her to be happy. I want her to love life. I want her to experience romance that she don't actually have to struggle for, and that is something that is just a very particular sticking point for me. So this photo, that's what it's giving. Now the next one, y'all, it's the antithesis of what I'm like not looking for. This photo where ZAC looks like he's about to yell or cuss or do something, and Fatima's like, I dare your ass. This to me is literally going to pick up in episode 11 where we left off, right before Fatima leaves out. And this is probably like the official breakup moment, and that's why ZAC looks so damn pissed. But sir, deal with it, because you've been fucking up. You've been tripping, you've been fucking up, and you need to deal with whatever the hell you need to deal with, because what I'm not going to do is have you running around sleeping with crackheads and then I'm looking stupid. No. Now, on a lighter note, we get a photo of I love the way that this is not organized at all, the way that these photos are. I literally am just going in order that they're in the folder on my computer. But on the opposite end of the spectrum, Fatima's smiling again, and ZAC looks calm, and they look back to normal, maybe back together. This is probably episode 20. Okay, regular Zatima vibes, but we get a moment this season where ZAC is actually going to confront Paul again. Not after you headbutted his ass. Don't be coming down to his job or his workplace. He done got a whole other job, and ZAC can figure out where that, not a job, y'all, because he owns the company, but he got a whole other client. And now you showed up at the work site to do what? To tell me to back off of Fatima? No. How about you stop shitting on her? How about you stop playing her? How about you stop not appreciating her? How about you stop not showing up and being the emotional, spiritual, and physical support that her ass needs? How about you stop asking her, or not necessarily asking her directly, but indirectly asking her to save you and fix your goofy ass life? Because if you ain't gonna be able to do that, I ain't gonna be able to stop dating her and treating her like the queen that she is. I'm sorry, y'all, I had to get it off my chest. Cause like, what the fuck? What are we doing? Why are you here? You have nothing to say to Paul. Paul owes you absolutely nothing. Paul, continue to give Fatima that great energy, that struggle-free pursuit and romance. Because ZAC, go to hell. Clearly that was deep down. And you know, back to the club, because not only do ZAC show up and see Fatima singing her heart out and on this date with this man, and he look hurt. Like, he look hurt, y'all, and I love this for me. But also, he got his goofy ass homeboys behind him, and they looking dumb too. I love it. I love when a man be dead ass wrong and gets to get confronted with the fact that he's dead ass wrong. He's in a circumstance with a person who is great for him, who loves him, who does everything that she could possibly do for him, and it is more than enough, and he don't act like it's more than enough. And then he's now has to face the consequences of said actions. It's one of my favorite genres. It's right under black women being loved, treated, and appreciated how they supposed to be. And then more photos of him with Goofy. ZAC, what the hell are these jean shorts? And they rolled up. What is this? Who was on wardrobe that put ZAC in these striped ass jean shorts and frickin' frack at his house, probably giving him more bad advice? The whole photo composition is dumb. It's letting me know that this moment in the episode, this moment in the series is gonna be dumb. So the photographer did his job and captured, the essence of this moment, which is dumb. And then we get the reconciliation. ZAC is in therapy. He's crying. He probably had a breakthrough. Fatima shows up. This is when she's going to decide to get back with him, probably. They're going to get back on this ride together. She's in it to win it with his ass, whether he deserves it or not. And, it's going to be heartwarming or whatever. But before we get there, we got a photo of ZAC drinking, staring at the door. What are you waiting for Fatima to come back? Because her ass ain't coming back while you set tripping. And you getting drunk ain't gonna fix it. Was you drunk when you took your ass over to Connie's house up to her apartment? Huh? Can't hear you, Zachary. Can't hear you. Now, there's also going to be a confrontation at the hospital with ZAC and his brother Jeremiah. We got to see a very slight clip of this in the trailer. But Jeremiah looks like he's sorry and his hands is sir. He looks sorry in this moment. Connie look at him like, boy, what the were you thinking? And ZAC is like, are you fucking for real? This is the precipice before Jeremiah gets his ass beat, because he probably had something to do with it. I wouldn't be surprised if he gave his mama the drugs that's probably about to OD her ass. His mama OD and they all in the hospital because of it, and it's going to be Jeremiah's fault. He going to deserve to get his ass whipped for it. So go ahead, ZAC, do what you do. And that's it, y'all. Those are the first look photos. If you want to check them out, I have them on ericavane.com right now. It's linked in the description box down below, as well as in the cards above. I'm your good sis, you love to talk TV with. Which photo was your favorite? Which photo was your least favorite? Which storyline are you looking forward to the most? Are you going to be watching Zatima part 2 to season 2? Tell me all of that and more in the comment section down below. I cannot wait to see what you got to say, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.